Check it out, it's the original Dirty Rotten Scoundrel, Jeru The Damaja, holding it up with Montreality. You know how we do it. What's my story? As far as what? You know what I mean? Like, my story is just really trying to learn and maneuver through life, you know what I'm saying? And trying to be the best person that I can without falling to all the traps that's set up for you. You know what I mean? And that's on a really basic level. I think it's like that day to day for everybody in life, but it's been challenging. It's been struggling because I've been blessed to be in a position where I get to travel all over the world and have all of these different opportunities. And sometimes when you have so many opportunities, you know, you're tempted to go astray. And you're tempted to just take, you know, without giving back. And so that's my biggest struggle in life is trying to find a balance between taking and giving. I was a bad student because I learned quickly, so I got bored very easily in school. But as far as learning, I love to learn. I'm constantly learning new things every day, and I'm on the internet, and I'm reading a lot of books. And I think that my mother always told us that if you could read, you could do anything. So that's basically what I live by today. If I want to know something, I pick up a book. That's how I learn photography and a lot of things in the studio, a lot of the equipment, just by reading books. Well, right now I'm reading a book. It's an old Indian book called the Bhagavad Gita or whatever, and it's basically about Krishna, and he's talking to a guy named Arjuna, and it's in a time of war. And the guy Arjuna, he's conflicted because the people that he's going to war with are his relatives, so he doesn't feel like it's right to kill your relatives and fight with your relatives. But basically it's Krishna's telling them that, look, once you have self-knowledge and self-discipline, you can make the right decisions and you'll know what's right. The same thing that's holding you back from killing your relatives is the same thing that's making them want to wage war against you. If I would write a book, what would I call that book? I would call that book The Longest Day in the World, because it seems like life is just like that. It's like a day that keeps replaying, and you just learn new things, and you know, that's really it. You learning new things. It's a different day, but it's kind of the same, you know. I worked in McDonald's once. Actually, when I worked in McDonald's, I was working at McDonald's with Master Killer from the Wu-Tang Clan. We grew up in the same neighborhood. Shout out to my man Jamel. And I changed the tires on a Greyhound bus not far from here. I worked in the garage. I used to actually change the tires on those big buses that you see. 2 turntables, an amp, an MPC, and a bunch of records. It depends. The key to success, it depends on what you think success is. You know, so for me, success is being able to constantly make records. 15, 16 years later, I'm still touring all over the world on a regular basis. It's not sporadic. It's not like I'm home a lot and then maybe I go out 1 or 2 dates. I'm constantly doing dates. I'm constantly recording all over the world and moving and learning. So, I mean, for me, success is just being able to learn and create. So, and then the key to that is just be yourself. Try to be as humble as possible. And yeah, that's really it. Know yourself and try to be as humble as possible. Okay, well, my upcoming projects, what I'm actually working on today, I have a project that I'm releasing in Poland all over the world. It's with some of the best producers and MCs in Poland, and some of what I think are the best producers and MCs in America. And I'm getting everybody to come all together and kind of mash up on a record. I got my boy PF Cuttin doing something. I got a song that I want to do with Moni Love and Heather B. I got a song I did with OC. I got a song I did with Little Dat. Then my men out in Poland, my man OSTR, my man Paya, and a bunch of other dudes. That's one project I got where I'm taking what I do is I have the American producers produce a track, and then I have the Polish guys rap on the American producers track, and then I have the Polish producers produce a track, and I have the American artists rhyme on that track. So that's what I'm doing. You know, it's hip hop global. I'm trying to show the world that hip hop is not just in America or North America, Canada, or what we might think, but it's all over the world. And then the next project I'm working on is my project, my Jeru The Damaja project, and I'm excited about that because I have a lot of dope producers lined up. I don't want to talk too much about it yet. I don't have an actual release date yet because I haven't finished it yet, you know what I mean? But I'm just working on it. I'm taking it slow motion because I want to come out with a quality project. I think nowadays because of the internet and because there's so much money around and people are selling 1 billion records, that people rush their records, and I think they don't sound that great. And yeah, that's it for the music. But on the other side, I'm also doing photography, you know, so I'm taking a lot of photos, and hopefully this year my first exhibition will be set up. I've had two photos actually in 2 different exhibitions, one called Black Christmas, one called White Christmas. So man, I'm just trying to be creative, you know. Oh man, one time on the first Gangstar tour, we were out in Europe and I was hanging out on the bus, and I had like a really hot chick, and everything was cool, and we were on the bus and we were headed to the hotel, and you know, things were getting ready to get popping. And when the bus stops at the hotel and she goes to put on her shoe, it's filled with ketchup. My man Big Sug emptied like 40 packs of little ketchups in her shoe. Kinda almost ruined my whole night. Well, what I think is different about me when it comes to my fans when I'm performing is I see the fans as part of the show. I don't see myself on stage and them down there. I think that it's an integral unit, and without the fans I couldn't do what I do. So I try to spend my time before the show hanging out in the club with all of the people and trying to get to know them and seeing what the vibe of the night is, and then whatever the vibe of the night is, I take that on stage with me and we have a good time. My first paid show I think was in San Francisco. Come Clean was the only record that I had out, so Premier put together like a little 20-minute like thing with the Gangstar song I'm the Man on it, Come Clean, some beats so I could freestyle, and yeah, that was my first paid show. It was at a place called DNA Lounge. What's in my pockets? I got a bunch of change, some dollars, my wallet, a pen. Yeah, that's pretty much it, the standards. What's my favorite airport? I like Copenhagen Airport. I can't say it's my favorite because I have so many. I like 2 airports I like. I like Copenhagen Airport because I know that from there I could get to Sweden or Denmark, and I got a lot of people like my man Jeru from the Alcoholics out in Sweden, shout out to him, and a bunch of cool people in Denmark, my man Typhoon, and all the dudes. And another favorite airport of mine is Honolulu, because I know once I get out the airport, it's just gonna be beautiful weather, sun and fun, you know. What's in my rotation for me is a lot of Curtis Mayfield. He's like my favorite dude, and lately I've been listening to a lot of beats and some writing, so I haven't been listening to too much. I don't listen to too much like rhyming and all that when I'm writing. I listen to more like I said, Curtis Mayfield, Stevie Wonder, Bob Marley, things like that inspire me, and just beats. Who's an artist that I always wanted to work with, dead or alive? I have to say Curtis Mayfield. Once again, he's my favorite dude, you know. I think the way he put his songs together is incredible. Even when I put out my first album, Sunrise in the East, I was kind of trying to emulate Curtis Mayfield's Superfly soundtrack, because it was kind of talking about the things that go on in the ghetto where I was from, where I was raised, but without glorifying it, just showing the hard facts of this is what it is, and you can either go this way or you can go that way. Life, man, just in general. Life, and just trying to know myself better every day, because you know, you learn something new about yourself every day you wake up. So that's what it is, just life and love and my family and, you know, the basics. Jeru The Damaja, Montreality, right now in Headspin Studios, you know what I'm saying? We holding it up. Peace.